Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kangaroothless, and I'm going to bring you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This looks to be a Terran versus Protoss on the map Xel'Naga Caverns. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have our Teal Terran, Jeremy, spawning as the Teal Terran. I already said that. And as our yellow Protoss is AuirNeedsMe, also known as Fruit Crunch, on the StarCraftCentral.net forums. And actually, this is for the SCC2, the StarCraftCentral.net tournament that we do every couple of months. And I think these two are dominant players, and I'm not really sure how they fare in the TVP or PvT matchup, so we'll see how this goes out for both players. I remember with last year's tournament, Scrubbles did take it all. He ended up beating Doom Dash in the finals. I cannot remember what the score was, because I wasn't there to observe. I'm sure it was really late at night, and I had to get up for work the next day. But anyways, it's like a little bit of pro-press attempt for Fruit, but he will be chased away just to return and be ever more annoying. And just so you guys know, since not much is going on right now, I'm going to go ahead and open myself a beer. That's right, it looks like this is Budweiser American Ale. Pretty tasty stuff. They're discontinuing at the Kroger that I go to. It's right down the street from where I live. So kind of upset about that. And actually, on a completely different, unrelated note, I did cast Frosty versus Toach. I think I casted the first 3 games. I think they have a couple more to play. And I will need to go ahead and render those and get them uploaded as soon as possible. Jeremy's SCV almost blocking that Cybernetics core. That could have been really annoying. But as we know, that probes do very well against SCVs in a one-on-one since they do recharge their shields. Now this probe needs to get out of here, but this Marine should be able to pick it off. The probe does get a nice zap off on the Marine. So we can expect probably a factory after this, I would assume. He's probably waiting for that 100 gas. There it goes. And then for the next 150 minerals, we'll probably throw down that factory whenever he decides to do that. Plus, what is he saving up for? Okay, there we go. There goes the factory. So this could be a potential 1-1-1, or it could be some sort of drop. Harass looks like he will go for lots of Marines. That's a smart idea. He does have 2 Marines out, so he'll be safe against any sort of early Zealot Stalker pressure, for the time being at least. Meanwhile, sending one Marine out to the Watchtower to control that. And Fruit is sending his Zealot, but they don't do very well against Marines without the charge. So this Marine will be able to pick away at this Zealot all day. But it looks like Jeremy will need to run away with this Marine unless he wants to start taking heads. But it's just really irritating for Protoss. Now the Marine sees a Stalker, he just needs to get out of there. I'm not sure, can a Marine not even outrun a Stalker? I guess not, especially if they stop. Jeremy is making 1 Hellion, probably just to help against any sort of early aggression that Fruit decides to put on him. 2 more Marines are on the way, but the Stalker and Zealot will be able to apply some pressure if they poke themselves up the ramp. They will see this second barracks going down. So it's quite possible. Okay, Jeremy doing a nice job focusing down that Stalker. Without that Stalker support, that Zealot will have to leave. So these units probably should just go ahead, turn their tails and go home. We have 3 Hellions and 5 Marines and 1 Hellion for Jeremy. And for Fruit, we have 2 Zealots and 2 Stalkers. Okay, so it looks like he was going for 1 gate Stargate. It's just technically a delayed 2nd gate Stargate. So will we see a Phoenix opener? Probably a Void Ray. Void Rays are pretty nice on this map. You can just kind of camp right out here, pick away the supply depot and charge it up with the Void Ray. But with this many Marines, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. And Jeremy is going for some sort of 2-1-1. I don't know if he's going to expand behind this. This is very much a 1-base play, and it's potentially an all-in. We will see. He's not doing anything with the starport, so I have no idea what he's up to, but he does see that Fruit has not expanded yet. And what do you know, a Void Ray is on the way, so let's look at the production tab. Yes, I was right. Void Ray is on the way, and another one will be chronoed out shortly. 2 gates down for Fruit, and both players are at pretty even supplies here. The income advantage, I think, goes to Protoss, who does have 1 extra Harvester, but Terran does have those Mules. So, anyways, not much going on. By the way, so if you guys have been able to check out my YouTube channel, I did upload 5 videos of Ox's ZVT. It's pretty nice. Definitely go check that out. That's my one plug for the night. After that, I think I am done plugging. These Void Rays will sneak away, but the thing is, Fruit made this so close to the Nexus. Yeah, Jeremy's going to scan that and know exactly what's up. So he's going to know that he needs to go ahead and throw down an engineering bay. Oh, he already has, so now he just needs to throw down a missile turret, and he should be okay. Especially against Phoenixes. And I think he has enough Marines to do anything, any potential Void Ray harass. So Fruit is going to have to control his Void Rays quite nicely for this to work. He is expanding behind this, and I like this play. Jeremy looks like he's going very much for one base. Maybe he's fearful to expand, or maybe he's going for some sort of all-in. But he needs to build that command center. I mean, he has plenty of tanks and Marines right here, and he even has a Viking. I think he could just go ahead and push out now and punish Protoss. These Void Rays do need to back away before they get sniped by these Marines. One does go down, so that's a big win for Jeremy, and it's not really worth it to poke away this refinery. Hopefully Jeremy will remember that he needs to repair it, and now would be a nice time for Terran to go ahead and push out. But I mean, Protoss has a decent amount of units. I don't think Jeremy has stem yet. Oh, I think he does. So especially if Jeremy has stem, ooh, man, that could be pretty nasty. If Jeremy does have stem, it will spell disaster for any sort of push that Fruit tries to put on Jeremy. What are these probes doing? Oh no, so in this rally by Fruit, he's going to notice that there's like no income going on, and he needs to do something about this. Okay, he finally does realize that he has idle workers. There is an idle worker button. But anyways, this push is coming up. I don't know, does he have siege tanks? Yes, he does have siege. So he'll need to be very careful with how he plays this. This Stalker needs to get out of dodge. And I don't know if he'll have enough to defend this. He does have a mortar on the way. He needs to Chrono Boost that out ASAP. And Chrono Boost his warp gates to get as many units out as possible. You really don't want to be sieged up in your base like this. When Terran gets that nice siege going, it's really tough for a Protoss to break out, or any race really to break out. Siege is just such a strong tactic that they like to use. Jeremy's not going to do that. He's actually staying fairly mobile. I could say he's being a bit indecisive. If he was going to go ahead and siege up, he should have done it already. But I guess he just wants to control this middle area and make sure that Protoss doesn't push out. It would just be best if he left these tanks sieged at the very least. So if he does just bum rush them, maybe with Immortals or something, he could be able to pick off a few. Is he waiting for drops? I guess he's waiting for that first medevac. And he'll use that first medevac to go ahead and drop the main while he pushes with this army. But what is he doing with these tanks? He's setting up a siege line that's a little bit too far away, in my opinion, to do any sort of real damage. Like if it were here, it'd be really hard for Protoss to engage. And he could also, you know, keep these units from breaking down these rocks, so on and so forth. But this drop will go down in Fruit's base, and we'll start to pick away at these probes. A little bit of a late response. Jeremy not using stem. He could have gotten quite a few more kills if he had just gone for stem. Now he needs to pack out of here and leave. And really, when Protoss is on 2 base like this, oh no, this dropship is going nowhere. Just too many Void Rays. It will get focused down. So Air does clean that up. I guess a fair trade for both players. Meanwhile, Terran has expanded. Jeremy is going just for pure Marine. He's kind of rallying up Marines. I mean, if you have this many Marines in queue, just go ahead and throw down another barracks. I think that's the problem he's having on his macro at the moment, is he doesn't know how to spend his minerals. If you just have that many minerals at your disposal, go ahead and throw up another barracks. There he goes, throwing down another barracks. He could probably afford another barracks at this point, so he quits. You know, okay, so he's finally stopped the queuing up of Marines. I think he will do quite nicely. It looks like Protoss wants to break this contain. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. There's just too many tanks here, and this Immortal is way too late to the party. But we will see, can he break this contain? He does have his Void Rays out, which will do nicely against these tanks. And as well, if they can charge up, he has broken the contain. So very nicely done by Fruit. This shows how much I know about PvT. And oh no, oh no. So Jeremy blaming on his mom. But Jeremy's in a lot of trouble here. He needs to throw down some bunkers. Throw up some tanks. He just needs to be producing units. I don't know if I agree with this add-on being thrown down. He just needs to make units right now. But not the best engagement. and he's just going to get this all picked off. It doesn't matter how many Marines you do. So yeah, that'll be GG for the first game, and we will move right on to the next game momentarily.